Notice what happens. We see this in the Nicodemus encounter, but know that in John's gospel, it's pretty much a standard that an encounter with Jesus is almost always a moment of decision. Jesus says, "Very truly I tell you, we speak of what we know and we testify to what we have seen, yet you do not receive our testimony." Jesus says, "You do not receive our testimony." I want you to notice something about this, and you can't notice it in English because words fail us. But what happens here in verse 11, "Very truly I tell you," in the Greek is singular. He's talking specifically to Nicodemus. By the time we get to the end, he's talking to all of us, right? I'm going to read it. If the Greek was in front of me, this is how we'd read it in seminary. "Very truly I tell you, Nicodemus, yet y'all don't receive our testimony," right? That's not me, that's biblical scholars, okay? But that's the distinction. When you look at the Greek, you is singular, y'all is plural. And all y'all is a whole bunch of people, right? And that we could probably put all y'all in there too, right? Suddenly, we, the reader, are right there on the rooftop with Jesus and Nicodemus. We're there at night. We're there as part of the conversation. Nicodemus isn't just a character in this story, he's a mirror. Wait, what do you mean? A mirror. See, here's where we keep it real. It's very possible for us to admire Jesus from a distance. Yet remain in the dark. It is very possible to attend and to listen and to agree and still not receive. Light, there's that word again, has come into the world. But even John writes, "But people love darkness rather than light." Why? Because light exposes. And being called into covenant will always expose first what we're clinging to. Nicodemus came in the dark. He had concerns. He was curious, but he had concerns for his position, for his reputation, yet he came curious. Right? We talked about this. Faith is a verb. We saw that with Abram. This is another generalization about John's gospel, though. Faith is rarely, if ever, a noun in John's gospel. It's a verb. Believing is something we do. Abram believes, so he goes. Nicodemus believes, and slowly, hesitantly, he moves toward the light, right? Because Nicodemus, we meet him in John 3. We'll see him again in John 7. We'll see him again in John 19. And in John 19, finally, he steps out into daylight to help bury Jesus' body. He moves from night to light. His belief unfolds over time. And a lot like ours, it's subject to hesitation and growth.